closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's to the former Giant, Odell Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First down, Commanders.
Now back to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 11. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Giants at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 9 now. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Robinson, he'll try the left side. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Got his man in the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, Slayton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This from 32 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll set up to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 13. Another pass complete to Bellinger. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 75 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the weight going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Second down, here's Barkley again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll see you down the coast now to Orlando, that's 105. Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. How you getting, everybody? I'll look at the next gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished in the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They're going to look to throw. Flush to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Robinson up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Giants. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And taken at the 46. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you, that's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Barkley, inside handoff. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And how about the call there? 3rd down. I know I was thinking pass, and I bet the defense was as well.
I think you're right. I think the defense was guessing exactly as you described there, and that's where it pays to be contrarian and to have the guts to make that kind of a call. You keep the defense guessing, and in this case, it pays off in a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. Going right back to Dotson. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to throw again. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Washington offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not